Hello to all of my wonderful Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. We're going to be talking about the number 23 and the number 24 and the significance of those numbers, their vibration. We know that the number 23 actually intensifies the number 5 in numerology because 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 is the root number of 23 in numerology, not mathematics, right? So the number 23 really just means it's really called the number of life. We know that the number 5 really just means that it's a pivotal point in your life. It's a very pivotal point. Something's about to happen. You're changing directions, that kind of thing. But number 23 really just means that you have a desire for freedom and you want to explore and enjoy life to the fullest. That's what you want. Number 23 also means that your strength lies in your intelligence. It means that you are ambitious, loyal, passionate, and courageous, right? That's what the number 23 means. Now, Scorpios, we know that you all are focused. We know that you all are brave, ambitious, very faithful people. We know that you're resourceful. We know that you're passionate. We know that you all are true friends, and we know that you are stubborn. But when I say stubborn, sometimes you'll allow people to stay in your space a little longer than they should be. And so they not without realizing that they're contaminating your space. I always say this about people. You know, we can choose to vibrate high or choose to vibrate low. You could have really two good people who are just off. They're not on the same frequency. So it means that you're bad for each other. And so it causes you to appear like you're jealous, like you're possessive, secretive, dominating, and even restful at times. But we know, Scorpio, when you're around energies that's on the same vibration, you all are on the same frequency, all these wonderful good qualities come out. People start to see the wonderful characteristics in you. Let's get into your reading, Scorpio. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Scorpios as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of creativity and emotions, and also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Scorpios? Yes, what information, what information, what information? Yes. What information do we have for my wonderful Scorpios? Yes. Like I said, a lot of information is being downloaded into you all, right? And so by default, you are divine feminine energies. If your sun sign is a Scorpio, divine feminine energy, meaning that you're a nurturer, in short, right? Very magnetic. People are drawn to you all, right? So it's really about making sure you protect your energy at all times. So a lot of relationships have died. They have ended, right? You're starting to feel better. You decided, you know what? I'm going to start speaking up sooner. I'm going to start taking action sooner so that I can get to my place of peace, right? You all are now free. A lot of you all had to flee a situation because they were attacking your peace, jeopardizing your peace, right? Yeah. A lot of times when you're in a relationship with a person, they want to bring out the worst in you, start projecting all kinds of negative images onto you and trying to make you look like the bad guy. And in some cases, you do look like the bad guy because you allow them to stay in your space a little too long. And so you all start rubbing each other the wrong way. And so they're pulling out the worst in you. You're pulling out the worst in them until you come to yourself and say, you know what? I need to leave this relationship so I can go back to being the good person that I've always been, right? So now you're being more direct, more meticulous, very, very careful. Your yeses are your yes, your no's are no's. Right, yes, I'm loving this for you. Life is so much different now, the way that it's always meant to be. You're more no nonsense, you're very direct, you're realistic, you're very straightforward, you're highly intellectual. You have taken your power back. Stop letting people stay in your energy space, Scorpio, a little too long because they are contaminating you and they're bringing out the worst in you. Yes, okay? That's where I need you all to not be fixed. Like, that's where I need you all to have some wiggle room. There are some people who have been in your space for far too long. The moment you remove them from your space, things started to progress quite quickly, right? Very, very quickly. No more blockages. You're starting to see things the way you were meant to see. You were created to see things, right? Even in your sleep, messages are being downloaded. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You're even feeling like you just feel like you want to celebrate now. Like, wow, That was the blockage. Yes. Allowing people to stay in your space a little bit too long, but you won't do that again. The moment your intuition tells you something, you're going to move on it, because they were creating a blockage, right? Like I said, two good people could be horrible for each other if you are on the different frequencies, and somebody's not willing to either come up to the frequency or come down to the frequency, right? Yeah, this is about living your best life. Don't let these holidays, trick you up or trip you up into believing that that you have to allow people to stay in your space because you've known them 20, 30, 40 years, and you're just loyal, ride or die with this person, knowing that you all are not on the same frequency at all. It could be a love relationship, it could be a family relationship, it doesn't matter, work relationship, whatever. But don't let things trip you up into pulling out the worst in you, right? All right, let's see what else the rest of the cards have. What else the rest of these stories in this card have to say? Yeah. Yep, you have ascended. Spiritually, you have ascended, right? Yeah. You're doing much, much, much better. Despite the fact that they might want to think that you're doing bad, Scorpio, you're not. You're doing much, much, much better. You gave it a lot of thought before you decided to kill that relationship and say, I'm out, right? You were heartbroken, but you were able to get to the heart of the matter. You ruminated over it, but you're completely over it, right? Okay, we're speaking the now. You were heartbroken while you were in that relationship. No time to stay fixated on it. You gave it a lot of thought before you decided, I need to end this relationship and I need to move on. I need to move on to save my sanity. I need to move on. Yeah, when people are just kind of sort of digging, determined to just see the worst in you or to bring out the worst in you, it's time for you to move on. King of Swords, yes. Yes, you the Queen and King of Swords. You're not playing around anymore. Yeah, you're not playing around at all. Like, you know what? I have total mental clarity now, because I don't have somebody accusing me of X, Y, and Z, breathing down my back, just like trying to chip away and chip away and chip away at me. I'm more articulate. I'm more assertive and direct. I'm more analytical. This is you. Yes. Energy is balanced out completely. You're a totally compassionate person. You definitely want the best for people. People either speak very highly of Scorpios or they speak very negatively of Scorpios, but you are a high vibrating Scorpio. You're very, very compassionate. You're King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Swords, right? Deeply compassionate person. Like I said, you don't want the people to stay in your energy space just a second too long when they're trying to pull out. They never even realize they're trying to pull it out, but their spirit is trying to pull out the worst in you. I'm sorry, their flesh is trying to pull out the worst in you. Don't let them do it. You're an extremely compassionate person. You know how to get somewhere and meditate and make sure you nurture yourself, but you also know how to now be more direct, so your energy is completely balanced out. You don't have to be in a position of just being completely over something. Not only that, let's talk about the number 24, because that's very, very important as well. So the number 24 just means that, well, it's first of all, it intensifies the number 6, because 2 plus 4 is 6. But it just means that once you realize how you can serve others with passion and joy, that's when you can easily attract abundance and nurturing relationships, because that's what it's really about. You balancing out your energy and you attracting abundance into your life and attracting nurturing relationships into your life, because you want to be happy. You want to live your best life. 24 also means that you have a very magnetic and very powerful impact on others. Again, Scorpios, when people talk about Scorpios, they either speak very highly of them or very negatively of them. Vibrating high is a choice. And so if there are people around you who are determined to project negativity onto you and say, oh, I know a Scorpio and I had the worst possible relationship with the Scorpio, you don't let people get to that point, right? You start removing people when your intuition starts telling you certain things about them. You all are extremely intuitive people. And so you all are empaths. You pick up on people's energy. So start listening to your intuition the first time, and you'll never get to a point of a person speaking the worst of you, because you've already said, you know what, maybe we're two good people and right now we're just not good for each other. So you go your way, I'll go mine, so I can keep ascending, and hopefully you'll keep ascending as well. But that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. You absolutely deserve the best. And so, when I hear people say negative things about Scorpios, I'm like, wow, what kind of Scorpios do you guys know? And are you speaking to their highest vibration, or are you speaking to Scorpio's low vibration? So, certainly nobody's going to respond positively when you're speaking to their lowest vibration. So again, start speaking to your own highest vibration, Scorpio, and demanding that people speak to your your highest vibration, or they will be cut out of your life. Point blank, period. That's all that needs to happen. That's what I have for you, Scorpios. Have a great one. Bye.